Hello, welcome to the presentation of Pulse Grinder, the Vital VST power patch that I have made, which allows you to make sounds and rhythms like the most popular techno, melodic techno artist of the moment. As you have seen in the demo, it offers a wide range of possibility for creating and performing live. So I'm going to break down all the oscillators, all the single parts of all the filters, so that you, maybe if you want, you can reverse engineer it and do it yourself. Or if you want to support my activity, you can grab the patch at Gumroad, and the link is in the description. So before we begin, give a like and share and subscribe. And here we go. Let's start from the core of the whole machine, the kick indeed. And here we are, let's listen. And here we are. Here we are, this is the kick. It is done with the LFO1, and as you can see, it has a slope like this, and it is triggered to the pitch and the volume. As you can see, the volume is triggered, and also you can see the pitch here. It is connected to LFO1 of a certain amount. Let's do some example. I will move the kick in here. Yeah, you can have a deeper one like this. Yeah, I also kind of like this one. And I added this to very slight touch of wave shapers. And then on the second place, we have the bass, the sub-bass. Yes, it is triggered from, you can see it in here, from LFO2. The pitch, of course, it is not affected, only the volume is in here. You can see here how I arranged the dynamics, so it is not always the same, not too much robotic, it is much more human-like feeling without the kick, with the kick. And you can see the advantage of making this with the LFOs is the fact that you don't have phase cancellation, you don't have a phase problem, even if the BPM changes. I will show you here with this tool. As you can see, it is very clean. If we want to increase the BPM, 140, there is no overlapping of bass frequencies. It always remains crystal clear. Let's put it back to the original 120. And of course, I don't recommend to go and touch this, but in case you want, for instance, you can do like this. You obtain another kind of bass. Or you do this. You have another rhythm. Or you can go like this again. Yeah, you have a more, you have a cleaner, okay, you have another up-tempo bass. Well, let's go back. Yeah. Also, I arranged this 3/1 not exactly on the as a metronome bit. I have just made a little anticipation, so it has some natural swing, and so still we have some kind of human touch for it. And then we go where most of the meat of this patch is, and I will break down every feature that I have created here, and pay close attention to this one, because this is where actually you may take material where you can make this patch again at home. Yeah, very rich. So first thing first, now you hear only the oscillator 2. Now you see, let's increase the volume. So as you can hear, it is a very simple saw wave, and increasing the volume slightly, it always have a base of a Reese bass, that it is very useful if you want to let the chord change be felt before that the up-tempo bass comes, so you can have those kind of anticipation effect, which works very, very well live. See? Yes, you know, as you see, you can play around with your keyboard, the rhythm, and the bass will follow the note that you will play, but not the kick. Why? Because pay attention to this feature. If you go here on Advanced, the kick has this function disabled, the note track. And it means that if you play any note, the kick will remain on the same pitch without any variation. If I turn it on now, yeah, it changes. Now it doesn't change. Okay. 3 LFOs assigned to these oscillators. I have a certain setup here on my MIDI keyboard. It doesn't have to be the same for everybody. And so, as I said, the volume, and then we have, you can see it from here, the filter opening. Let's see how it sounds. You can stay here, you give some more volume here, increase the volume of the bass, and you have the Reese bass still going on. Now you close the filter, now you have a more percussive bass going on. And here's another friend coming. I have in this part of the filter the resonance. Yes, you see, I turn up the resonance now, and you have this little peak increasing. Yes, like this, it creates some kind of percussion, but if you open the filter, is not much other than a swipe filter, swap effect. And then we have this one here, which is assigned to this comb filter in here to have some kind of strange texture. I will let you hear it alone with the kick. It is side-chained and it is key-tracked. You can also not use the key track, it's not very important. The function of this one is that when you go and compress it all together, now as you see, I set the compressor as the last effect of the chain, even after the reverb, so we have something bigger going on. It is much more EDM sound. And we have the usual suspects in here. And the kick does not pass through these effects, and therefore you can see also the reason why we don't have a phase problem and we have clean bass is because we have at first this slight cut on the bass frequencies, so it doesn't interfere with the kick itself at any moment. And we have distortion, we have a chorus, we have a delay, the reverb, a final equalizer for all together, and in this chain only the oscillator 3 and the texture are passing. The very sub frequencies are left clean as they are. And you see direct out here and direct out here. And all together. Yeah, you can have lots of fun with it. Stay tuned, there will be much more stress tests of this patch. There will be more demonstrations and performances. As more patches will arrive, we will mix and match the patches and see what happens. This is pretty much it. It is a kick, a sub bass, a rolling bass, and also we have, look at, we have a rolling bass also here. So we have 3 oscillators regulating the volume. This one, for instance, we have the replica of this one here. This is for the sub bass, and this is for the saw wave. So you have, in order to be heard even on smaller devices, but also to have some stereo information on the low end, we have these 3 peaks here, these 3 LFOs that are going to affect the volume over the volume that normally would be with the Reese bass. And so you can keep them with some more extreme if you like. You can play around and find your sound. This is better. And all together again. So this and this and this. So these 3 smaller peaks go over the volume of the Reese bass. Also, if you want the things all automatized by themselves, this one you can assign it if you want and put it extra. Here there is, and it will give some sort of sidechain to the Reese bass. There is already, so we can already hear it in this pretty much a balanced result. Okay, while this randomization here is just for this comp filter that affects this noise texture here. Actually, the notes are not important here. It just acts like something like overtones, and it is meant to glue everything together. It doesn't sound out of tune. It's like counted like a percussion, but with a slow attack. So this is what the pulse grinder power patch is made of. Let me know in the comments if you are going to make it yourself. You can also make it yourself, but if you want to have something for you to compare with, to support my activity, I recommend you to buy it from Gumroad, link in the description. Leave a like, subscribe my channel, and see you soon with other demonstrations like this one. See you!